You are getting ready to take off like never before. And there's people that won't be able to handle your next season. This is the reason why they have to be removed out of your life. Your takeoff is going to require you to change status, location, direction, maturity, growth, all of that together for you to go to this next level once you take off. And the people that you are surrounded by is not going to be the people that's with you on the next level while you're taking off. The people that is going to be around you is going to be required to have certain qualifications to be around you. And if they don't have those certain qualifications, they can't be around you anymore. They can't be around you any longer because of it. Because you're changing for the better. Your takeoff will have people questioning who you really are and where you're going. This next level requires passengers that's either high vibrational like you or respectful towards you as a person. If they come in with that low vibrational bad energy, they're not allowed to come with you to this next level. And this is what you need to understand. All these people that was with you, some of them didn't deserve a seat at your table. So they had to get removed without warning. Yes, no warning when they got removed. They couldn't get in that plane next to you once you started to take off and fly. They had to fall by the wayside due to where they were at mentally and how they perceived you to be when you were no longer in that frame of mind or that old outdated version of yourself. They had to fall off and not go with you to the next level. People are wondering what they got to do to get where you are when you go to this next level. Your takeoff is going to be that high and that complicated. I wouldn't say it's complicated. Your takeoff is very complicated because you wasn't expecting this type of takeoff. It happened so drastically that it's starting to be complicated to what you have to do in order to reach this next level. But it's complicated not because it's going to be hard to get there. It's just a complicated situation because you wasn't expecting to be at this high level and to take off like never before, fast. Because it was out of the ordinary and out of the blue when it happened. And you got people questioning this. It's complicated to others because they didn't think you was going to be the one for this takeoff transition. They didn't think you was going to be the one that qualified for this next level that you're going. They thought you was going to stay stagnant. They thought you was going to be with them forever. A lot of these people were purposely holding you back from you not getting to the next level. And they know they were. Out of jealousy, out of spite, out of envy. This is why they can't go with you to the next level. A lot of these people, they just didn't want it to be you going to that next level. And God didn't want these people to mess it up for you. So they fell by the wayside while you were going up high and fast during takeoff. You know how a rocket, when it shoots up in the air and then the things fall off and then the rocket shoots forward fast? It's something that happens when a rocket takes off and the things fall off on the side of it while it's taking off up in the air. It's similar to something like that, a rocket. That's just what I'm thinking about as a rocket during takeoff. The takeoff was so fast and abrupt. It happened abruptly to the point where people were questioning where you went where you going and why they're not a part of the plan during your next level. These people wasn't supposed to go with you to the next level. They're supposed to fall off by the wayside because they're not where you are. They're not accomplishing the goals you're accomplishing. They're not doing the things required to go up higher and higher. A lot of these people didn't want to put in the work in their own life. They want to stay in that same space, that same frame of mind, that same mentality their whole life. The mentality they were in at 16 years old is the same mentality they were in at 25 years old. And then the same mentality again at 35. And then 45. And then 55. They were in that same mentality. And because they were in that same mentality and you kept growing for the better, they couldn't understand you no more as a person. You became a stranger to these people because you were different and they stayed the same. This is why your takeoff is so drastic and just shocking to these people. Your takeoff is very shocking because they thought somebody like you wasn't going to be in that position where your life is transforming for the better and that you're doing new things, beautiful things for your future and not doing the same things you used to do. They wasn't expecting that from you. This is why your takeoff is shocking to a lot of people. But it wasn't their choice and it wasn't their decision for them to stop your destiny and your future. Even though they want to play God in your life, it wasn't their decision for you to not get to that next level, but God alone himself. And it was your decision to have faith and team up with God and not other people in order for you to get to that next level. Basically putting all your faith in God alone and not other people. Because if you would have put your faith in these people, you wouldn't have got where you needed to go and where you were going during this takeoff season. But now you're there, you shining bright, and you're well during this takeoff season. Because that's where you were meant to go for your destiny. And people, they just can't handle it. They can't handle this new version of you. They can't handle you taking off and leaving them behind. But it was meant for you to leave these people behind. Because again, you put in the work and they did not put in the work to get where you were going for this next level takeoff like never before that you're doing right now. And it's a beautiful place you're going. Whatever you're doing is going to be beautiful. God has opened up other doors for you, other avenues for you to go down where these people just can't go with you. They just can't go. They got to stay behind while you take off to the next level for your future and your destiny. And that's the message I got for a royal one. And until next time, shalom.